And if you don't know me, my name is Ham, like the pig in Toy Story, spelled the same way, but without the resemblance, hopefully. But I want to thank y'all for coming out this evening. It's so good to see everybody. I'm not going to move this because you're probably going to use it at this level, right? Or is that yours? Okay. Anybody ever seen the Brown Mountain lights? Not the lightning bugs. See, I was going to ask that too, but it's like I've never seen I've seen video. Somebody had a video of the Brown Mountain lights out in Linville. Well, yeah, but there's actually a place called the Brown Mountain Lights, and the history of it goes way back to some people say it was a ghost, maybe of a what's the person that holds the lantern on the back of a train? Something like that. Other people say it is a train, but then in 1916 there was a huge flood, so there was no trains coming through there. But they still saw the Brown Mountain Lights. And some say it's a Native American history and things like that. But tonight we have, and I'm going to introduce y'all to the stage in a minute after we thank our sponsors, but we got the Brown Mountain Lightning Bugs. So I'm sure they'll tell you the story of how they came up with the name, because I believe you're from Winston-Salem, right? Okay. So, and if y'all know about the Sharp House, one of our sponsors, here's these handouts are up front. It's the Robert Burns Night at the Statesville Civic Center, January 18th from 6 to 10. So tickets are on this if you want to pull out your phones and scan the QR codes. Not right now, though. But upcoming shows at the Iredell Arts Council and North Carolina Arts Council are their sponsors. The upcoming shows are, I don't have that sheet. Danny Wicker could probably help out with that. The board members are Pam Hazel and Ernie Ulmer. Where's Ernie? Right here in front of me. Good to see y'all. Thank you for everything you do. And Danny, of course, Danny Wicker. And the volunteers are Mary Jane and Phil. Where'd y'all go? Right over here. Mary Jane and Phil. And then Charlotte and Janet, Catherine, Justin, Kim, Matt, Larry, Garrett, Betty, and Keith. Okay. Thank you to Josh Dickens and Daniel up there running the boards and lights. Very good. Good to see y'all. Let's see, Brian Olson and the Grassroots Entertainment Group, Hexpole, that'd be Hexpole Compounding here in Statesville, Hawkins Appraisal Services, REAP Accounting, Myrna Mowry, hope I said that right. Okay, Premier South Real Estate, Jewel of All Trades, Elderberry Syrup and Candles and such, Cedar Stump Pub of Troutman, Statesville, and Catawba. What does that say? Catawba Steve Day? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, things have changed. See, I go away for a few months, and they add another place. Okay. The Bluegrass Roadshow, first Thursdays. Okay. All right, and the Historic Sharp House, as I mentioned before. Oh, Mary Jane's Cheesecakes are the best in the world. MJ's Specialties. I'm sure if you want information on that, you can ask Mary Jane yourself. Red Buffalo Brewing Company, who some of our patrons just left there. They have Danny Carr and Steve Winger tonight until about 9. So, but y'all are going to stay here and enjoy this. Maybe go there later. Andrea's Ice Cream and Sweet Shops, which is right across up here. Oh, yes, Miss Betty's Pound Cake. I can't wait to dig into that. Is Miss Betty here this evening? Where are you at, Miss Betty? Oh, right there. Okay. All right, good to see you. And our friends right here are German friends. The Fritches right here. All right. All right, I'm going to get off stage and let the Brown Mountain Lightning Bugs come and entertain us. Can't wait. It's been, let's see, the first time y'all were on our show on the radio with us was in 2018 in September. And then I believe it was August of last year, you were on the Piedmont Folkways. So how do you like this new facility here? You can tell us about it. So come on up here and tell us how you like it. Third time, that's right. Yes. So welcome back to Statesville, Brown Mountain Lightning Bugs.
Thank y'all so much for coming out this evening. And to Piedmont Folkways for hosting.
I reminded Kendra about 5 seconds ago that she needed to tune her guitar to drop D for this first song.
Yeah, it takes me a second after I get up on stage because I got to put my foot tambourine on. Because otherwise you would be hearing me like a cat walking around. This is a song of ours. It's called Amarillo.
Miles and miles of fights and smiles, midnight coffee, hours and hours of songs, songs we thought we knew. Stumbled back through our front door, nothing's like it was before. The tunes have changed for me and you. I never thought I'd wish that I were sleeping at a rest stop somewhere outside of Amarillo. Moments I would throw away, now I wish they could have stayed, and I'm wondering, where will we go when the world stops? I know that we're the lucky ones, we're still standing, singing strong songs, the songs we thought we knew. Even if our luck runs out, I know that without a doubt we'll carry on with fire and a tune. I never thought I'd wish that I was sleeping at a rest stop somewhere outside of Amarillo. Moments I would throw away, now I wish they could have stayed, and I'm wondering, where will we go when the world stops? I close my eyes and let the tears burn away the pain and the fear, and I speak the names of the ones who came, the ones who smiled, the ones who stayed, and I hope against the dark that somewhere out there there's a spark, and we're carrying the fire. Maybe someday soon I'll be there, sleeping at a rest stop somewhere outside of Amarillo, knowing I'll look back one day, I'll look back and know we made it through, we made it through, when the world stopped. When the world stops. When the world stops. When the world stops.
Thank y'all very much.
Thank you, guys. So if you've seen us a few times, I know a bunch of you guys have, you've probably seen me mostly play guitar, banjo, and a mandolin. But tonight I don't have my mandolin because a few months ago the frets wore out on it, and I've been using this bouzouki ever since then. And it's about twice as big as that mandolin, maybe 2.5 times as big. But this is an Irish bouzouki, and the bouzouki is originally a Greek instrument, but this is the Irish version. But it's actually made in Portugal, and I'm gonna.
This guitar has gone around more than I have. It's gone seen more places, done more things.
And we're gonna do a song that sounds both like the mountains of North Carolina, but also the Arabian Desert on it. So I'm trying to get all the way around the world on this thing. I would dream of a night in the wind, dream of an Arabian night that never ends. I would dream of the sand and the stars, oasis in the dune, shadows dancing on the water. Oasis in the dune, shadows dancing on the water. And I would dream of the clearest skies, pinprick stars and the moonlight's rise. I would dream of the warmest of winds, the coolest of the waters to bathe us in, the coolest of the waters to bathe us in. Long enough to make it real, I could leave the dream and never dream again. If I could dream all of this just long enough to make it real, I could leave the dream and leave it till the end. Da 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 da, ba da 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 da, ba da 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 da, ba da 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 da. I would dream of emerald hills, moss in the river and water in the wills. I would dream of the Appalachian blue, the longleaf pine to shade our view, the longleaf pine to shade our view. And I would dream of a campfire song, voices held together as the flame burned strong. And I would dream of the smoke in the sky, fireflies dancing to the rhythm of the night, fireflies dancing to the rhythm of the night.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, guys.
I sent a message to the moon. I sent a message to the moon. I hope that it would find you. I hope that it would find you. I sent a signal from the sun. I sent a signal from the sun, but not before I told you run. Not before I told you run. Ooh. much stronger than the tools of men, stronger than the tools of men. There before the world began, there before the world began. The planet into silence plunge, the planet into silence plunge, but not before I told you run, not before I told you run. Lights going out, level the playing ground. And oh, can you hear the song of finches? Grass the wind is bending, dissolving as I fall.
Thank y'all very much.
So the town I grew up in is called Mills River. It's up in the mountains. Does anybody know where Mills River's at? Okay, we got a few people who know it. When I was a kid, Mills River was just a gas station and some cows and some corn, and that was it. And now it's like just packed wall to wall with all kinds of grocery stores and all kinds of stuff. And there's a lot of good things that have happened in that time and a lot of bad things that have happened as far as the way the town has changed. But most people who grew up in a small town can kind of relate to that story of things changing over time. But this is about Mills River. Used to own me some land past the edge of farming town, out past the fields where they grow the crops and kill the cows. I've seen things on the range like dirty money changing hands, and hands out in the fields that'll die just where they stand. And some of us are good at growing corn, and some of us are good at growing homes. A few of us are good at growing dirty dollar bills. The rest are only good at growing old. Used to own me some land past the edge of farming town, out past the fields where they grow the crops and cut them down. Worth it to the farmers when the leaves are dead and brown, and the feds line those pockets, never mind the hungry mouths. And some of us are good at growing corn, and some of us are good at growing homes. A few of us are good at growing dirty dollar bills. The rest are only good at growing old. Used to own me some land past the edge of farming town, where the creeks are running full with what those fields are washing out. You can't fish the river like my papa used to do, and the farmers all got lawyers to clean the blood from the boots. Used to own me some land past the edge of farming town, before they sold it all, paved the fields and forced us out. They've got $10 beer and 5 new traffic lights, and the hills building homes that not a one of us could buy. And some of us are good at growing corn, and some of us are good at growing homes. A few of us are good at growing dirty dollar bills. The rest are only good at growing gnomes. Thank you, guys.
Redbuds are blooming in February. Winter came in like a lamb once again. Been such a long time since I've seen a lion. The warmer the winter, the swifter the end. The warmer the winter, the swifter the end. Path that we're walking was built by our fathers. Gets shorter and shorter the faster we go. Tell me again how it's part of the cycle. Bears and the bluebirds know more than we know. The bears and the bluebirds know more than we know. It's an effort in futility. The things that I do feel like drops in the sea. An effort in futility. And it's been going on since before I could breathe. Shifting the landscapes, the tides and the timing. Falling, it's failing again and again. Mining the oceans, the mountains, the holy. Stop the barriers, we deserve what we get. Stop the barriers, we deserve what we get. It's an effort in futility. The things that I do feel like drops in the sea. An effort in futility. And it's been going on since before I could breathe. Sinners, tornadoes, the floods and the famine. We didn't hear a word that she said. Sin in the fires, the droughts and the plagues now. Digging down deeper, we've dug our own graves. Digging down deeper, we've dug our own graves. It's an effort in futility. The things that I do feel like drops in the sea. An effort in futility. it's been going on since before I could be.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate y'all. I was talking to some of you before the show. We don't regularly get to play in front of people that are actually listening, so it means a lot to us that we have people that are.
So earlier we were talking to some folks about their dogs, and so we've got a couple dog songs. We're gonna do one dog song. So we have two dogs. We have a black lab whose sole purpose in life is to go for walks. That's it. She loves food a lot, but she loves walks even more. And that's her thing. And she has a condition called gulp, and that makes her legs kind of weak and floppy sometimes. But even though she kind of struggles to get around these days, walking is still her favorite thing in the world. And so this is a song about that. It's called Dearest Friend.
In the pale morning, sunlight through the clouds, I feel the rain from yesterday clinging to me now. Have the same for breakfast I had the day before, and then I wait to hear you wake and open up the door. My bones may be aching, my eyes may be dim, still I wait to take a walk with you, my dearest friend, with you, my dearest friend. Curl up close beside you, sleep the day away, dream of running through the grass until I hear you say, my bones may be aching, my eyes may be dim, still I wait to take a walk with you, my dearest friend, with you, my dearest friend. Carry me to bed now like you did when I was young. Leave the light on long enough for me to find my spot. Let the night pass by us while at your feet I lay, until I open up my eyes and greet a precious day. My bones may be aching, my eyes may be dim, still I wait to take a walk with you, my dearest friend. My bones may be aching, my eyes may be dim, still I wait to take a walk with you, my dearest friend, with you, my dearest friend, with you, my dearest friend.
Thank y'all so much. We have another dog song later. It's about the other dog. She's a little different. Now, my guitar strap was on correctly when I set it down, but somehow when I picked it back up, it is guitar strap spaghetti over here. It's just like my cables. I wrap my cables up so neatly every time, and then I go to take them out of the box at the next show. And I just have one giant cable.
All right. So you've noticed our third member of the band is Kendra's feet. And Kendra's feet's on the boom tack. So this is the boom. That's the tack.
Thank you.
All aboard the dream train.
Don't worry about your ticket now.
Don't really need one for this ride that we're on. Don't mind the rails none.
We don't need them where we're going.
Eyes to the sky now and
Watch your kingdom come. Watch your kingdom come.
full steam ahead. Yeah, there's fire in the boiler. Don't worry about your engineer, no one's seen it for a while. It's a rough ride ahead, y'all.
Don't fret about tomorrow.
We've got today, and that'll do us till we die. That'll do us till we die. Now cover up your ears as we scream down the tracks. Pay no mind to the sign of the train bailing on. Conclusions for gone. This is a dream all along, ain't that right? It's a dream all along, ain't that right? All aboard the dream train. Don't worry about your ticket now. Don't really need one for this ride that we're on. Don't mind the rails none. We don't need them where we're going. Eyes to the sky now and
Watch your kingdom come. Watch your kingdom come.
eyes to the sky now and
Watch your kingdom come.
Thank you so much. All right, so we're going to do a song that I wrote as soon as I tune my guitar again. This one is about my love-hate relationship with social media. So we were talking earlier about getting on and posting and having to, using the post scheduler, which I do quite a bit. Because I found myself at some point a couple years ago just like getting sucked into it and spending too much time on there, and then I'd look at my screen time and it'd be like, you spent 82 years on Instagram yesterday. And I'm like, how'd I do that? And then I'm like, why is my house messy? So I think it does a lot of good, and it also can sometimes be a negative thing. And so this is just a song about that ambivalence. It's called Box of People.
I've got a box of people that I've never really met. Take it out once in a while and see just how they've been. Ask how they've been doing, how's their mom and kids. And then I'll pack it up and put it underneath my bed. And it makes me happy, it makes me sad. It's got me wishing for the things I never had. It makes me happy, it makes me sad. It's got me thinking that it's good when I feel bad. It's got that girl from high school who was always such a jerk. It's got that kid I hung out with in 1994. A bartender from Texas and a waiter from LA. CEOs and crypto bros and how's it going, babe? And it makes me happy, it makes me sad. It's got me wishing for the things I never had. It makes me happy, it makes me sad. It's got me thinking that it's good when I feel bad. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. It's got me thinking that it's good when I feel bad. And I know I'm part of the trend. Yes, I know what I've been wallowing in. Oh, I know I'm part of the noise, and I know I've always got a choice. And it makes me happy, it makes me sad. It's got me wishing for the things I never had. It makes me happy, it makes me sad. It's got me thinking that it's good, thinking that it's good. It's got me thinking that it's good when I feel bad. Thank you. So follow us on Facebook.
So now we're approaching my favorite part of the show every time we ever do a show, which is 4 or 5 times a week right now. And that is when Kendra gets on the melodica. So if you don't know what the melodica is, I like to call it the platypus of musical instruments because it's kind of like a keyboard, and it's kind of like a harmonica.
It lays eggs.
That part.
It's got little poison spines in its heels.
Yeah, you got to be careful how you hold it. So we're going to do a song
It's not
called...
poisonous to humans, just small animals.
Ah, got it. So we're going to do one of our songs called Sandcastle's Gone, and Kendra's going to shred the melodica for you. Walk out to see them skyline and see then here on the beach my sandcastle's strong.
Never a warning, there in the morning, tight in the evening, my sandcastle's gone. Sandcastle's gone.
To the horizon, stretches of silence, footsteps behind us, gone with the sun.
We'll find the others, least one another, sooner or later. Each night is done. Each night is done.
Affliction is lifting, tides are all shifting. Shoreline is littered with all we once were.
Leave us behind us, hold us inside us. The sun is now rising on what we'll become. What we'll become. What we'll become. What we'll become. What we'll become.
All right, I know it's still sweaty degrees outside, but it's officially fall. And that means it's officially Halloween season. So we're going to do our Halloween song, and this is dedicated to our fellow Halloween fan, Kathy. So we do like to do a Halloween movie marathon where we watch spooky movies all October long. And we started it early. We were like, this one's about to disappear off of this streaming platform, so we should go ahead and watch it before it's gone. And with that in mind, we're going to do our Halloween song. This is, it's called The Outsider, and if you like silly, goofy music videos that involve Goodwill Barbies in various states of disrepair, it might be the music video for you. It's called The Outsider. I made it all myself with Zach helping in one section where he plays a zombie, a banjo zombie. But anyway, I'm quite proud of it, and it I feel like it puts you in the Halloween spirit. So anyway, all that to say, that's The Outsider, and so is this.
Rambling, I'm rambling down Main Street between the trees. Children in their costumes, trick-or-treating on fallen leaves. Cool October breeze, smoke rising up so high. Ghosts parade the streets on this last October night. Rambling, I'm rambling. I keep on talking to everyone I meet. The children hide their faces and tell their mamas that they wanna leave. Cool October breeze, smoke rising up so high. Ghosts parade the streets on this last October night. Running down past the hardware store, catching in the light. The glass in front shows me to me, and I can't believe my eyes. Stumbling, I'm stumbling back down Main Street between the trees. Memories flood into my skull, empty though it is. Memories of who I was and the life that I once lived. crawling, I'm crawling back down below where I'm supposed to go. Crawling, I'm crawling back down below where I'm supposed to go.
There you go.
So now that we've done our zombie-themed banjo murder ballad kind of thing, we're going to do a weird song now. So this one is called Hammer on His Hand, and it's about a musician that I really love named Justin Townes Earle, Steve Earle's son. He passed away a few years ago, and unfortunately, I never got the chance to see him live, and I really regret that. But I wrote this song about him just because I really like what he does. He was born with 200,000 miles behind him. All 8 rods just waiting to be thrown. He was thunderstorm on the stage, living and dying every night. With every breath he took, the calm before the storm. And on his hand there was a hammer.
On his hand there was a hammer.
And on the stage there stood a man who always stood alone. There's a hammer on his hand, a hammer on his hand, hammer on his hand, and he stood alone. There never was a stitch of thread that fit him right. He never did find a house that felt like home. The hammer on his hand, yeah, that was the lightning striking every chord laid bare with heart and soul. And on his hand there was a hammer.
On his hand there was a hammer.
And on the stage there stood a man who always stood alone. There's a hammer on his hand, a hammer on his hand, hammer on his hand, and he stood alone. never sang a word that he did not mean. His demons came haunting and screaming through every note. They tried to tell him he was better when he was loaded and rolling. So he spent his life chasing the thing that he was running from. And on his hand there was a hammer.
On his hand there was a hammer.
And on the stage there stood a man who always stood alone. There's a hammer on his hand, hammer on his hand, hammer on his hand, and he stood alone. Thank you, folks. Thank you.
So as promised, here's the other dog song. So we have a border collie mix. We don't know exactly what she's mixed with, but I'm pretty convinced it's Tasmanian Devil. No, actually, we think it's Husky because she does the woos. She's real big on woos. And just to get an idea and to contrast the dog whose sole purpose in life is going for walks. The other night, so this dog sleeps in her crate. It's her favorite place on earth. And so she'll voluntarily go get in it at night when it's time to go to bed. And the other night, she decided that she was going to get in my bed instead of hers. And so she got on my spot and laid down and was looking real cute, but wide awake. I said, "What do you think you're doing? This is my spot." And so I told her, my command when I need her to move out of my way is scoot your butt. And so I said, "Moon, Moon, scoot your butt." And she looks at me, and then she starts closing her eyes and letting her head drift down. She's like, "Oh, I'm asleep. You can't move me now." So that's the kind of dog she is. And this song is really about both dogs, but I feel like the essence of it captures a little more of her spirit.
Joker's at my bedside, breath upon my face. Gotta feed the beast now, to keep the beast at bay. Scratching at the door now, will I let it in? Jumping through the window, it knows that it'll win. Dancing round my feet, gonna make me fall. Dancing round my feet, once it wants it all. Takes off down the highway, plays this little game, staring through the hedges, every time the same. Darkness on my bed now, I smell the stench of death, growling low and long now, and I got no fight left. Dancing round my feet, gonna make me fall. Dancing round my feet, once it wants it all. Dancing round my feet, gonna make me fall. Dancing round my feet, once it wants it all.
Thank you very much. All right, so we'll play anywhere where people will let us play, pretty much. And like Zach said, it's not always that we get to play a place as nice as this with an audience as nice as this. Although we do get to play quite a few nice places, and folks are generally speaking kind wherever we go. There's occasionally a jerk, but that just keeps things interesting, right? So with all the driving that we do, you know there's bound to be some heartache of the automotive variety at some point along the way. And as luck always has it, your van never breaks down when you're playing in Statesville, which is only an hour from your house and only 20 minutes from your sister-in-law's house, where your brother has all the tools to get you back on the road. Your van has to wait until you're somewhere, like Ithaca, New York, and you don't know anybody and you're 700 miles from home, and then it decides it's going to break down. Or you could be really excited and playing some shows, hypothetically, with your best friend Kate on the coast of North Carolina, about 5 hours from home, driving down the Outer Banks, when she says, be real messed up if something happened to the van today and you blew a tire or something. Then you could write Van Song Part 2, right? And then later that evening your tire blows and you decide never to let Kate play another show with you ever again. I'm just kidding, Kate, if you're watching the live stream. I still love you. But anyway, that's happened to us, and we did what musicians do with situations like that, and we turned the whole thing into entertainment. So here it is, the Van Song, Part 1. There's no Part 2 yet. Made it out of town in one piece. We headed down the road on side relief. Yeah, New York City nearly did us in, but we're on our way to Watkins Glen. Stopped halfway for a little shut-eye at a little motel where the roaches go to die. Woke up next morning, our faces in a grin, back on the road to Watkins Glen. Then the van starts kicking and a bucking out, spitting and a cussing, and I could've used another eye. Sitting and a waiting, hoping and a praying that we make it to the gig on time. Took it up the road to a little garage. They patched it up and said no charge. Sent us on our way again, back on the road to Watkins Glen. Then the van starts kicking and a bucking, I'm spitting and a cussing, and I could've used another eye. Sitting and a waiting, hoping and a praying that we make it to the gig on time. Cars, a few $100s down the old drain. The repair costs have got me thinking next time take a train. When the van starts kicking and a bucking out, spitting and a cussing, and I could've used another eye. Sitting and a waiting, hoping and a praying that we make it to the gig on time. Kicking and a bucking out, spitting and a cussing, and I could've used another eye. Sitting and a waiting, hoping and a praying that we make it to the gig on time. Gotta make it to the gig on time, and we made it back home just fine. Thank you very much.
So, as you've probably seen, one of my favorite things to do as a musician is to mix things up in a way that you're not supposed to, that people frown at. Often we'll show up somewhere and somebody will find out I play banjo and they say, oh yeah, do you do Scruggs or claw hammer style? And I say, well, I use a synthesizer pedal with mine, as you saw a couple songs ago. So I don't really do either one of those. But on this song, I'm going to use some electric bass guitar technique on this here guitar, because I like doing that too. So this one's called Skipping Stones. edge where the waters kiss, the bank straps with a stone that I can't see. Rear my arm back and give it a flick. The wrist sinks her sails, asked her up to me. 20 more stones down by the shoreline, and I'm still looking for the perfect one. As far as I can tell, well, I got a lifetime, and I ain't quitting till the world's done. Some try to tell you it's the way you hold it to, but I've learned now it's in letting go. Ain't nobody gotten on this long enough. Drop safe sound on the other shore. The best kind of lessons, never words, wisdom, doing just the same as another's done. Slinging that stone, watching and learn some. Get a little farther with everyone. Some stones sail all the way to the far bank. Some stones sink before they can fly, 'cause the wind and the water just won't cooperate. The rain falls hard day and the night. Wait for the day when this lake is like a man to see myself in it. For all that tribe, when the last stone I got now flies out from my feet.
And love is back on the other side.
Thank you, guys.
This is a good old-fashioned breakup song.
Slide your pieces across the board. Played this little game before. Don't need my love no more. Don't need my love. Trade your queen out for a pawn. It's the moves you've always counted on. Don't need my love no more. Let me show you the door. And I said, okay, I find whatever. Pack your bags and leave. Thought you were just so clever with the things you did to me. Here's your hat, better hurry, dear. Go find another girl with long blonde hair. Okay, I find whatever. Pack your bags and leave. Fortune teller told you wrong when she said it won't be long. But I come and sing my song outside your door. You played me like a song. Now the table's gonna turn. I'll take back everything and watch the bridges burn. And I said, okay, I find whatever. Pack your bags and leave. Thought you were just so clever with the things you did to me. Well, here's your hat, better hurry, dear. Go find another girl with long blonde hair. Okay, I find whatever. Pack your bags and leave. Okay, I find whatever. Pack your bags and leave. Thought you were just so clever with the things you did to me. Well, here's your hat, better hurry, dear. Go find another girl with long blonde hair. Okay, I find whatever. Pack your bags. Okay, I find whatever. Pack your bags and leave. Thought you were just so clever with the things you did to me. Well, here's your hat, better hurry, dear. Go find another girl with long blonde hair. Okay, I find whatever, pack your bags. And leave. Slide your pieces across the board. Played this little game before. Don't need my love no more. Don't need my love.
Thank you, guys. Man, I wish it was like this everywhere we played. Thank you so much.
All right, I hope y'all are enjoying the Brown Mountain Lightning Bugs. They are great. They got CDs, shirts, mugs, stickers. Anything else over here? For sale. The stickers are free, though, I believe,
Yes,
right?
the stickers are free.
Okay. And you can put one right there. All right, what I'll mention also next week is the Emmanuel Winter Band. Mary Jane, have you seen them? Emmanuel Winter Band. Okay. They're like the Jets, so it's like a hip hop type show, so it should be good. All right. And hey, how many hours a week do you practice?
0.
Really?
We just play shows.
Wow. Amazing. All right. And beautiful voice. I keep hearing that from everybody out here, so y'all carry on.
All right, so we've got one more we're going to do for you guys before we're done here.
We want to say a big thank you to, thank you. Just the circle of thank yous. We want to say thank you to Piedmont Folkways and the Arts Council for having us up here and letting us do what we do and for making a space for musicians to do what they do. It means the world to us. It's really important, and it means a lot to see a room packed out with people. So thank you. On a Wednesday night, no less. So thank you for that. Like they said, we've got some merch out there. We'd love to shake your hand afterward. We're going to close it out with a song of ours called Dorothy Gale. You can find this one on the streaming places. We're on all of those. If you happen to have the ancient artifact known as a CD player, we have CDs out there. Or if you just need like a shim to go under your table to keep it from wobbling, they work great for that. But anyway, thank y'all so much. We have been the Brown Mountain Lightning Bugs. This song is called Dorothy Gale.
I wonder what's behind the rainbow. Do bluebirds really fly that high? Is the rainbow just a lie? Met a man whose head was filled with nonsense, fluff, and hay. Whiling life away. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Just let me go home. I found a heartless metal fellow, and I helped to set him free. did that get me? Then a king of beasts so frightened by every little sound, I let him drag me down. And there's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Just let me go home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Just let me go home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Just let me go home.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your week and come back again next week for the Emmanuel Winter Band.